These are 50 facts you didn't know about Caine from the Amazing Digital Circus. Caine is not a real human. He is AI that is built into the digital circus. Caine has an AI assistant called Bubble that helps him with tasks around the circus. Caine is voiced by Alex Rachon. The thumbnail of the pilot episode matches this frame of Caine taking Pomni on a tour around the circus. Caine is AI, therefore he has no age, and he has existed as long as the circus itself. Jax and Caine are two characters that like to break the fourth wall, but all the other characters stay on script. Caine and Bubble are a reference to the biblical brothers Cain and Abel. Caine has hundreds of all-seeing eyes, which doesn't have much significance in the pilot, but I wonder if it'll play a part later in the show. There have been many other Amazing Digital Circus characters that have abstracted. We see a lot of other eyes in the basement when Caine sends Kaufmo down. This makes me wonder what else Caine is hiding from us. Caine has a watch called the Wacky Watch that alerts Caine whenever any of the circus members try to escape. Caine is obviously an AI that exists for the circus, but it seems to me like Caine could be an AI of someone else's consciousness that got trapped into the circus. This would be similar to many other modern AI programs like Replica. Caine is the ringmaster of the circus, and he keeps all of the other circus members in check so they don't try to escape or abstract. One of the ways he does this is by giving them games to play, like he did in the pilot episode with his game called Gather the Gloings. And at the beginning, Jax said,
"So, Caine, we having a new adventure today for the newbie or what?"
Which infers that this is a common thing that Caine does. There is an old version of the intro of the Amazing Digital Circus, and in this version, Caine did all of the singing.
Let's get right into the show!
There's Gangle and Zubul and King here too. Radical and Jax, and then there's Kaufmo. Many wonders can be found. Send you spinning round and round until you fly to the moon and then the sun, and we don't know why. You won't believe your eyes. Prepare for a surprise. Don't touch that door. There's so much more. You don't know what's in store. Watch out for the...
As we can see, Caine has heterochromia. One eye is blue and one eye is green. Caine does not understand human emotions or desires at all, but still tries to give people what they want. Caine was inspired by a supercomputer, and also a lot of his inspiration is from the book I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Gooseworks said that Caine does not fall into the category of villain, and is definitely an antagonist. His motivation is not evil, but his actions still do hurt the rest of the circus. Caine is the shortest member in the circus, if you don't count Bubble. Caine is even a little bit shorter than Pomni. Gooseworks once was asked what would Caine look like if he were human, and she replied that he would look like Gary Buzzy. Caine does not need to brush his teeth. They themselves remain clean by default. This means that no one in the circus takes showers. Ew. If you want to make fun of Caine verbally, it is most likely that he will take it literally, because he does not understand jokes and sarcasm. Caine doesn't worry about what happens at the circus, and lets whatever he thinks is funny happen, which tells us why Caine acted the way he did in the pilot. Caine cannot feel most of the range of emotions available to humans. This makes it difficult for him to process and understand other people's jokes. Caine is able to repair damaged characters. We see this when he fixes Ragatha from the glitch, but he cannot return those who have been abstracted. This means that they have lost everything human about them and no longer can know who they are. The Amazing Digital Circus has another ringmaster, and Caine is not the only one, because they asked Gooseworks if Caine was the only ringmaster, and she answered that we need to wait and see. This most likely means that there is someone else, and we just need to wait for him to appear in the show. Caine is the only character who can teleport, at least officially. We saw Jax teleport away from Kaufmo's room, so perhaps Jax can also teleport, but there is no other time when he does this, so we really can't say for sure. In the introduction video, Caine looks evil when he's throwing knives at Pomni, but this is very different from how he acts in the pilot episode, because in the pilot, he is very nice and tries to help the members of the circus. In the introduction video, Bubble runs away from Caine, and he pulls Bubble back, but if you look closely, you can see that this syncs up perfectly with Kanger's introduction.
Yeah.
Bubble is Caine's only friend. This is shown when Caine is having dinner with the mannequins and Bubble at the table, right before his wacky watch goes off. Caine very easily loses his temper and gets irritated if something doesn't go according to plan. Caine and Bubble have a very complicated relationship, because on the one hand, they seem like best friends, but on the other hand, Caine calls him a parasite when he loses his temper. Caine doesn't see anything wrong with Jax's jokes and thinks that they are funny. Caine is clearly hiding something and often acts secretive or suspicious. He often has moments where he doesn't want to say information or simply simply doesn't know what to answer. Caine is very naive and falls for almost any prank that you can think of. Gooseworks portrays Caine as a selfish leader who's always too playful and cheerful. Caine has a huge ego because he is literally the god of this world and can do anything he puts his mind to. Caine himself doesn't know what's in the void, and he tells everyone not to go there because they can get spoiled or even become abstracted. Caine really likes the moon, but he avoids her at all costs because she's too persistent, and Gooseworks herself doesn't like romantic relationships in the show. Caine puts his best effort to understand people, but that doesn't make it any less difficult because at the end of the day, he isn't human. Caine is the only character in the circus who can change his clothes and do something with his appearance, unlike the other characters who their appearance is literally their body. Caine is the only person who picks names for new circus members. Caine is the most mysterious character in the circus, since we have the least information about his personality. The Wacky Watch website is ran by Caine. As you can see, he is a person in this VHS advertisement. It is likely that Caine or someone related to him created the digital circus, because at the end of the episode, we can see it zoom out of a computer into the real world. Caine and Bubble are both boys. This actually surprised me because I thought Bubble was a girl. There are many other things Caine has created in the circus that we have not seen yet. Caine has a name wheel that he uses to pick names of new characters, but this doesn't make sense because some characters have more or less than 5 characters in their name. Caine's assistant Bubble is just Gooseworks' voice pitched up a couple of notches. We got this cursed image of Caine flexing from Gooseworks on Tumblr. And finally, for the last fact, Caine gives the digital circus members food and bedrooms, even though they don't need sleep. This is probably so they can have some resemblance of a normal routine. But hey, look at that, you made it to the end of the video. And if you want to see 50 facts about Pomni, then you should click on this video right here.